is video number 2 of the Patriotic Star Door Hanger. Hi there, it's Rose from the Painted Toad, and this is the second video for the Patriotic Star Door Hanger. If you missed the first one, go back and check on my YouTube page for video number 1. But honestly, you could start with this one and then go back later. It doesn't matter either way, but I would recommend doing video number 1 first. For beginnings, I used some dark blue and I mixed some black in it to make a navy blue. You could also get a shade of navy blue paint in the bottle already mixed. But for this one, I wanted a darker blue, and I am using my flat brush here. And if you look closely, you can see the stars that are already printed on this wood cutout. So I'm going to do my best to paint around those stars. But if you make a mistake and get a little bit on the star, that's fine too. We can always layer over those things. So to save a little bit of time, I'm going to go ahead and let this fast forward. But this is just the next step, painting around the stars. I'm going to mix a little more of my off-white, which if you remember from the first video, that is white paint mixed in with a little bit of Naples yellow, which is kind of not a super bright yellow, it's almost a bit of a beigey yellow. So I'm creating a cream color for my white, and I'm going to use this to paint in the stars. I'm using a flat brush again, this time a little bit smaller. And I'm working along each of the pointy angles of these stars. So use the flat brush to the advantage, and I'm using the thin edge of the brush to fill that in. You could alternately use a round brush to paint those in. I just like the flat brush because I can get cleaner edges along the straight edges of the star. Do your best to paint these in. If you paint a little bit over onto your blue, that's fine. We can always go back and do touch-ups at the end. And for time's sake, I'm going to go ahead and speed this up, but you can pause the video and take time and go ahead and paint in all your stars. Once you have your stars painted in, you can go back with a little bit of your navy blue and touch that up and add a little bit more blue, red, and the off-white on your stripes, depending on how your wood absorbed the paint. I am going to be adding silver because I already finished. I did a second layer of each color, and I'm going to use my silver liner brush, and I'm painting silver on all the gaps between the stripes. So I'm going to do silver between the stripe gaps, and I'm also going to paint a silver border around each star. I'm using a liner brush to paint a silver outline around each star. Alternately, you could try a silver paint pen. Might also work for this detail work if you're not completely comfortable working with outlining with a paintbrush. But it really just adds a little emphasis to the stars, gives it a little sparkle. For the finishing touches, I'm taking my flat brush and I'm going to paint the edges of this star all silver. Something I want you to keep in mind is the other side of the star is completely blank. So I may be offering another painting to go on the back of our star. So hold on to the star. We might paint it something a little different, maybe over the holidays. I noticed when I flip my star over that some of the silver came on to the edge of the front of the star, but I actually like that. So I'm going to do a little bit more just to emphasize that edge, and the whole edge of the star from the front will have a silver outline. This, of course, is totally up to you if you want to take the time to do this. It really does make the star pop, but it's all to your own preference and taste. Here's the finished patriotic star. I really hope you enjoyed learning how to paint this. I hope yours turned out beautiful. I'd love to see it. So, reach out to me on Facebook at The Painted Toad and send me a picture of your finished artwork. And I hope you have a wonderful summer. Remember to be creative, be artistic, and get connected at The Painted Toad.